Oh, it is Friday. I'm all loaded up and ready to go. Got both my cameras. Uh-oh. That I need to put back on. Got the Redmax. I'm gonna set that there and I'm not gonna forget about it. I was messing with the filter last night and then I forgot about it. Brand new inner filter, brand new outer filter. I've only had them on for like a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Finally, the road construction is done outside my house, so there won't be any more delays, which is going to be awesome. I might have to make some mixed fuel, but I can do that in the field. Got my GoPro, got the Redmax, got the bagger, got the leaves. We're ready to go. I have 2 to cut today. I still got water from yesterday. Shouldn't need much for 2. And it is 11:24 when I'm heading out. I'll get about half a gallon of water. I'll fill it up. I'll let that go for 2 days. I don't mind it. Day old, 2 day old. Occasionally 3 day old. Rarely do that. But it doesn't bother me.
This is RichterOnline.com.
If I wasn't paying attention, almost missed the road back there. Had to brake pretty quick. Didn't even get a chance to touch the trailer brakes. It's a nice truck right there. It's weird. I come here all the time. I didn't even think this was the right street. Not this one, I'm talking the road, the main road to get out there. So then I come up on it, I'm like, wait, this is the street I gotta turn on. Guess I was just not paying attention to the roads. that I finished up. Right there, see that truck sitting there? That's my mulch supplier's truck. See if he's out. His kids are, I didn't see him though. We'll go back through there. The reason I blew off the front there is it doesn't need mowed. So I'm not going to waste the time and bag it when I have a very powerful backpack blower and can just blow it off in a couple seconds. Set that there. So now I'm going to mow the rest of the yard and bag it. Alright, I finished up work for today. It is 1:07. I have to call my mechanic. I need to run the truck down sometime over the weekend to get this freaking check engine light finally fixed. Basically, the wire harness that I showed a couple weeks back is bad. He's resoldered every single connection on it. And it won't act up. It'll act up like 2 weeks later. That's why I can't never get it fixed, because it won't act up at his house. So the wire harness is under warranty because he replaced that back in December. So another junk part, so we're gonna get that replaced. So I need to call him before he goes to work. There's the nice clean yard, blew the leaves in the street. Now, if you look around, you see this whole neighborhood is lined with mature, let me turn the fan down, mature oak trees. Now, our township offers leaf pickup because in about 3 weeks, there's going to be about 3 foot by 6 foot piles of leaves everywhere along the side of the street. So it's very, very common to blow the leaves in the street in this area. Now, I wouldn't be doing that in a richy neighborhood where no one blows it in the street. But if it's common practice to blow it in the street, I don't see anything wrong with doing that. So, I mean, that's just less leaves I gotta haul away and pay for to get rid of. So that's why I blow them in the street in this area. I mean, if you're in a newer neighborhood that's got tiny trees, then I would I'd take them away if that were the case. But just look at this. There's humongous mature oak trees, and they're just lining this neighborhood. You can see almost every house in this little area is lined with oak trees or some kind of other tall, mature tree. So, just like I said, in a couple of weeks, this whole area is going to be piles of leaves on the street. So I'm done work for today. I'm going to go put my trailer away. I'm going to go get my hair cut and go to the bank. Alright guys, so this is the end of this week, so thank you for watching. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put out shorter videos, but more of them, so maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So if you're liking that, click the like button, subscribe, and comment. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Alright, I got my hair taken care of. I think it looks great. They did a very good job, and they did it for a very little price. Because it's at that grocery store there where I work, my second job at. They give out coupons, and they carded a vehicle, and I was pushing carts. I saw that really good haircut deal. Without touching the vehicle, grabbed the card, and that card was mine. So then I got the coupon. So it worked out pretty good.